What's good, everybody? It's your boy Marcelino and we are back with another video. I want to welcome all of the subscribers. Welcome back once again, and to every new person that's watching, welcome to the family. I know most people are traders, so guys, I hope that everybody's having a wonderful week. Now, August has been a tough one. August has been a very tough one. If you have made 10%, 20%, shout out to you. Honestly, shout out to you. I want to big up yourself, because August, especially if you trade in 1 to 2 pairs, has probably been really tough. Like, personally, I've been focusing mostly after mid-August. I canceled out GU, so I'm focused in mostly on GJ. So yeah, this month has been tough, and this month really made me, I was speaking to one of my mates over the weekend, and I realized, like, this month really showed me that I am a good trader, in a sense where this month has been so tough, but I'm still in profit. Now today I did make slightly more than 1%, or slightly less than 2%, so that will put me now above 4%, right? The only problem is that the challenge, the end date for the challenge is this Saturday. That's the problem, guys. So basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to hope that there's good moves in the market, because I'm not gonna do anything stupid from Wednesday through to Friday. I'm hoping that there's good moves in the market so that I can catch a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 to then just push me over that 8% and have me pass this challenge. Like, now I know I haven't been showing too much charts of late. I am gonna put some charts into this video, but yeah, guys, it's just all about managing risk. Like, yesterday I took a couple of trades and they weren't the best, but I'm risking 250, but I'm losing like $30. This morning I took a trade, I lost like $30 on a 250 risk. You know what I mean? And that's without actually moving to break even. It's just with managing risk. So if price goes up and comes back, takes out certain candles on certain time frames, I'm then adjusting. And as I mentioned with a previous video that I put up, with the calculator that I have, it's so much easier to just close half. And once I close half, it's like, okay, now I'm automatically risking 0.5%. And if certain candles get taken out on lower time frames and I can see certain things, certain structures are getting violated, I'm closing another 0.5%. So now I'm only risking $62.50. And that's the way it's like, it really helps you as a trader to see that your losses are getting smaller, and when you do win, it automatically like makes you more money. So what I've seen is that if this was the account that I was trading, even last month, and you guys know last month was quite bad, I would be making money. Like, at least I would be getting, like, if I had to be able to withdraw the end of this month, I'd be able to get like 90% of 1,100 is probably like 990 or something like that. I would have been making some money, you know what I mean? So guys, it's just taking everything in the stride and understanding that the market is not always the best to be trading, but when it's not the best, you don't have to blow your account. You don't have to give all of the profits back that you just made the previous month or the previous week, because in my opinion, remember, I always mention that the first week of the month isn't the best week of the month for me. This first week of the month, if I actually had to take all of the trades that I could have taken on a 1% instead of 0.5%, this month would have been much better than what it was, because I went back over that week and I saw, like, the trades that I actually took, there was some winners, and then GU was just a bit off. That's why I scrapped GU completely. Now I do want to mention, I have been watching NASDAQ when it comes to like New York Open. So, or not New York Open, when it comes to NYSE Open, so the stock exchange open. I think that there's a lot of clean moves, and if you have a way to really identify which direction the pair is moving in, and only, like, say if price is going to do this, this, and this, then I'm expecting price to be bullish. And since I'm expecting price to be bullish, this is the method that I'm going to enter on. that will then allow you to catch those good moves on Nasdaq, because I've been watching it over this past month. Now I'm obviously I'm not just going to start taking trades on Nasdaq. I'm going to watch it until the end of this month, and then after that I'll see if I can add it. I'm still GBP JPY still going to be my main pair, trading in London and New York Open. I don't really like trading the New York Stock Exchange Open with GBP JPY, because sometimes it really doesn't move that much. Now I did catch a trade in New York that just put me up about 4%. So yeah, guys, that's the update. I am going to take you guys to the account and maybe show you guys the trades that I took today. So there was a small loss today, and then there was the winner that I caught. So yeah, that's me. I hope everybody's doing good, man. Like I've went to gym today, and when I weighed myself today, I told myself, okay, no, now, like, this is from a personal point of view. I want to bring this across to you guys. Like, I'm thinking now's the time for me to just stop drinking now and start focusing on, because obviously I told you guys I'm bulking up a bit, but now it's hit a point where, okay, I don't like the weight that I'm seeing on the scale. I was going to bulk up until the end of August. Now that's only a week, but I was like, nah, fuck it, like, bro, like, you need to sort your shit out now. So now I'm gonna be incorporating more walks, more runs. So three 6Ks a week running, more walks every day. I'm gonna walk like 4K or something like that, just so that I can have more cardio. And then in terms of eating too, I'm gonna be taking that way more seriously. And then I want to cut out alcohol to the point where I might say I'm only gonna drink one weekend out of the month instead of drinking every weekend, or you know what I mean. Like, I also feel like, yeah, but I guys, honestly, I enjoyed this past weekend. It was really good. Out with some mates, good vibes and things. So yeah, we hope that we can pass this this account to this week, so that next week we can go into the verification and we can start actually showing, like, just showing the profits. Like, there's people out there that can do this. Obviously there's a lot of people that can do it, but like, normal people, you know what I mean? Like, I'm normal, so there's nothing that you cannot do if you don't set your mind to it. And that's what I'm just trying to show you guys. Like, just stick to it, put your head down and work, and focus on what the majority of the people is not doing, and then you will be able to make it. Like, obviously, if people are over risking and people's blowing accounts, and 90% of people are losing accounts at prop firms, then there has to be a reason why. Find out that reason, focus on that, work on that for a month or two, and then do the challenge and say, okay, let's go. At the end of the day, all the big traders will always say like, capital protection, or protecting your capital comes first, you know what I mean? So always protect your capital, protect that, and make profits from there. And then once you have the profits, you can leverage the profits. Now, what I wanted to mention is that I think, because I like the daily videos, I really like giving you guys the daily update of my life and my trading, but I don't like doing the videos like in New York session or after, because it feels so rushed. So what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna do the video before I go to gym in the morning. So after London session, do it. But then that means I won't be able to actually speak to you guys about whether I caught a trade in New York or not. So what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna record the session and I'm gonna speak about the day before. So today I would have spoken about yesterday's New York session, on Monday's New York session. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Speak about London and then the previous days in New York, and I'll upload the video for you guys, so that you guys can just stay up to date as to where the account is, what trades I have taken, for me to show you the trades where I made my mistakes and things like that. So yeah, guys, that's the content that I wanted to bring out to you guys. Don't forget to enjoy life, guys. Don't forget to just spend time with yourself, spend time with your family, and you take yourself seriously, but don't forget to enjoy what this life has made for you, you know what I mean? Like, everybody obviously has their own ways of enjoying life, but don't forget to do what you enjoy, be outside of work. I love what I do, guys. I love it, but at the same time, I know that there's other things that I enjoy as much as I enjoy work. So you need to keep a balanced life in order to stay happy, in order to just be balanced, be a balanced person. So yeah, guys, and look after your mental health. From your boy Marcelino, love and peace. Let's get into the charts, man.
Let's get into the charts, guys. Let's get into the charts. So I'm just looking at today's trades that we really took. I'm not going to look at yesterday's trades. And then I'm going to show you guys the funding talent portal, okay? So today both trades was taken on GBP, JPY, as you can see right here. Just the thought process, get into the charts was basically looking at the weekly. This was my first thought process that I saw. When I was looking at the weekly, I could see last week was down. And then what I could see based off from yesterday was that we had a push up. So I'm thinking based off from last week, it's more likely than not, I would say 60% and above, that this week is in the close bearish, right? So since we had a strong bearish close last week, it's more likely than not that we're going to have a close to the downside. So I'm thinking early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, we might have a pullback, and then Wednesday we might go down. Now, based on yesterday's pullback being, it was quite big. The pullback was quite huge. So what I was thinking is that there's a possibility that we might sell off. Now, I marked this zone right here yesterday before I went to sleep, saying that if we do break above this zone, then there's a possibility for us to go higher into this region and then into this region here too if we take out this region. Now, however, what I did know was, so there's all of these thoughts just running through my mind. I'm just taking you through everything before I actually take the trade. I do know that this level right here, there's a high possibility that we could turn around here, because this is the break and retest level on the 4H after the big push down last week. This is basically this level right here, and price is now back at this level. So I do know that there is a possibility that we could have multiple weak rejections and we can start going down. Okay, so I had all of that in mind. So I knew if price doesn't start to kick off, I will start to manage my risk accordingly. Okay, so I go into this trade. It's just basic, like saying price has attempted to break above this level. Price then takes it out with the next candle. And as we take out the high, I'm assuming that price is now going to continue. My stop loss is below the candle that actually broke the previous candle's high. And I'm just going to manage it accordingly. And so now let's see exactly how the trade played out. So this is how the trade played out. So you can see that the entry candle actually continued to push higher. So you can see it continued to push higher. The next candle was then immediately a bearish candle, right? And I think I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything as of yet. Once this candle happened here, this weak bullish candle, what you can see is that we had an attempt to push up. We then pushed down and we closed below my stop loss. At this point, I used magic keys. If you did not watch the previous video about magic keys, I used magic keys just to close 50%. So now I have 0.5% open, as I explained to you guys earlier in the video. So now I have 0.5% open. And then what I did was I jumped, because it's the 15-minute, I jumped down to the 5-minute. And from there, I then handled it accordingly. And when I saw the 5-minute lows getting broke, what I did then was I basically closed another half of that half. So then effectively we were sitting on only risking 0.25%. And I'm telling you guys, magic keys is just the one. It really is the one, right? If you for risk, for trade management, for risk management, it's really the one. Like it makes so much sense. Okay. And then when this candle closed, I just said, okay, no, I'm going to close the full amount. And all in all, when I started this trade, I was risking $250. But all in all, I closed out $30 in loss. So that's not even 0.25. That's about 0.1 or something like that, right? And I think it's not just the power of how I manage risk, but just the instrument that I have. And if you guys do want to visit Magic Keys, you can check the previous video, or I'll put it in the description below, as well as the discount code, which will be MCLM10 for 10% discount. Okay. So you can check that out in the description below. So this is the second trade that I took in New York, and this was quite a trade that I didn't expect to really happen. It's Yeah, so I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I saw this and I figured, okay, there might be a possibility that we're gonna push higher, but I wasn't looking for buys. In all honesty, if we were gonna continue higher, I was just gonna say, okay, no, I'm okay, I'm stepping away from the market. Then what I saw was this right here. So let me just clear this. When I saw this, I knew that there's a very, very big possibility that this is a fake out. So we broke out and we broke back in. So now I'm just waiting either for price to continue down below, break, retest, and then continue, or I'm waiting for price to pull back to the key level right here, retest the key level, and then show us signs of weakness, right? So we got the retest of the key level right here. We then can see bear bearishness start to come into the market. And I had this line here drawn here to think, okay, there might be a possibility for me to get in, but I didn't necessarily see anything. Now I could have gotten in at this low and then just had my stop loss above there if I think about it. But I was thinking about this right here, and I didn't like the traffic to the left hand side. So I just said, let's wait for the break below here, or let's wait for a strong candle into that level, and then after that we can then enter once price breaks the low of this previous candle. And that's what I did. That's really just what I did. Okay, let me just do this. So what you can see here is that price came into the level very strongly. A ton of bears, so much bears in the market, guys. There's so much bears in the market, and I'm just saying, once price breaks this low, I'm gonna take it down. And ultimately what I did was I saw this right here, and that's where I took profit. I really took profit right there, and I said, okay, no, I'm fine with that. Boom, bam, bish, mate. We in the game. We are in the game, and that's really my trades for today. And August has been tough, guys. I can tell you, August has been so tough. So don't take it out on yourself, because it has been really tough. I'm just like I was as I mentioned earlier, I was telling one of my mates that this is when you really know that you are a good trader, when you had a tough month but you're still in profit. And yeah, guys, I didn't violate no rules, as you guys can see. I'm just hoping that, honestly, really and truly, that I can finish this before this date here, before this end date right here. If I can finish it before the end date, then I'll be good. So what you guys can see is that we had drawdown the first couple of weeks, and then last week towards the end of the week, I really just did the most. And then so this week has been, obviously today I caught a small trade on the tree as I mentioned. So yeah, what you guys can see here now is I'm up at 4.7%, meaning I just need about 3.3% to pass this challenge. Hopefully I can get that in the next couple of days and move on to the verification and not do anything stupid. Yeah, that's the plan, guys. Hopefully we can do that. And yeah, it's just I just feel like I'm grateful that, like, I have the opportunity to trade. I'm honestly just like, I feel I went for a walk now before I did this. So like, I'm just so like grateful for life. And yeah, I'm thankful for the opportunity that I have. I know a lot of people in the world don't have the opportunities that we have. Even if you're just watching this and you feel like, ah, shit, like my trading is not the best, don't worry. Like, just don't give up and start to knuckle down on things that will keep you in the game for longer. Even if you don't have that money to actually trade, just work on the skill. And then what you can do after that is you can start to say, okay, let me find a job, and then from there you can work towards that goal. Remember that everything is long term, guys. You're not trying to just get rich quick. Like, you're trying to find something that's going to make you live comfortably, that can handle all of your bills, that can really hold you down over the long term, and then start building a company around this, or building it as a business for yourself, for your family, for everybody around you. And yeah, guys, like, so I just wanted to mention that I'm so grateful just for life, just for everything. And as you guys can see here, like, this month really hasn't been the best. 27, this win rate is worth him up his win rate percentage of last month, 27.52%. Now bear in mind, this is going to be worse because I've been closing out a lot of like small things. So if I should take you guys here, you'll be able to see that it's probably going to be a lot of small minuses. And this is what Magic Keys does. Like, there was points where I was really risking $500, which is 2%, and I would lose about $150, $200 maximum. I never ever lost more than $200 per trade. And yeah, I'm just grateful for the knowledge that I've come to learn about trading, just knowing that if you can minimize your losses, when the wins do come, you'll be able to survive it. Okay. So from your boy Marcelino, just I guess my message today is just try to be more grateful, and show that gratitude toward yourself for everything that you do. And also just like be thankful, say that, like, say thank you for the day, and utter those words. Like, don't just think about it, like actually say thank you. And then once you say thank you, you think about it more. The best thing about being a human is that you can't have two thoughts at once. So if there's any bad thoughts or any other things that's going on in your mind, just know that when you start to be thankful and you are more grateful about certain things, that thought will predominantly, like, it will basically be the main thought of your mind at that time. And once you are grateful and thankful, then joy and happiness will overwhelm you more. So yeah, guys, from your boy Marcelino, have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful day tomorrow, and I hope that everybody is profitable for the rest of this week. I hope that I'm profitable too. Keep your boy in your thoughts and shit. So yeah, guys, peace out, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening and a profitable day. Peace out, man.